good on the offensive side of the football?
Want me to go?
Yeah, I'm really struggling. I can't. I guess Justin Jefferson looked all right. Got some balls. How about that?
Yeah, Justin Jefferson had 3 targets, caught all 3 of them, 3 for 43, or 3 for 44. You know, he hasn't had a ton of opportunity, but when he has showed up. I hope they continue to push the ball to him. Dalvin Cook, not much action there. He got it late in the game, but he did have that touchdown and the 2-point conversion again. I don't even really chalk that touchdown as counting, but it did.
I found another one. CJ Ham had a really nice run.
Yippee. 1 for 4.
Yep, I'm gonna look forward to breaking that pallet later and placing the dream pallet.
He finally got his first start. Not a great showing. But we do have to remember that he really, I mean, he started against the Bears in Week 17 last year.
Come here.
As kind of just a, we don't want
Come here. You got nowhere to go. Nowhere to motherfucker go. God, I hate this map.
Yeah, you saw him in the backfield quite a bit. He's picking up Cousins, which is never a good sign. Usually the lineman picks up Cousins, so the one who allows him.
Someone DC? What the fuck? That pisses me off.
Bad because that's where all the talk is going to be. Bad strictly on offense. What do you got?
Well, first of all, Kirk Cousins just was, he did not have it today. He was off. He was missing guys.
Thank you. Break it. Jesus.
He tried to fight out of it. And I know he's being helped there by somebody. Maybe it was Samia, I think. But he was just off today. I mean, it wouldn't have mattered, I think. Even if the Vikings would have played good on defense, I think they still would have lost because Cousins just couldn't get it going at all.
Yeah, 11 for 26, 113 yards, three interceptions.
Yeah.
Safety, but his accuracy was all over the place. Missing Thielen big. He was taking some risks. They probably should have had more interceptions. That was very, very bad. The offensive line, again, did not play well. Look at the coaching. Look at Kubiak. Very suspect couple of first weeks. No doubt about that.
Yeah, the way he's calling his plays just makes no sense to me. There's no...
Oh, you little fucking bitch.
The offense, there's no flow. It just seems like he's just kind of right behind the taking our play. And, I mean, Cook barely got the ball the first drive. And so I think it was toward the end there he started giving the ball more. I thought they were going to feed him heavy. I mean, Jacksonville had pretty good success against the full time.
Bitch.
But yeah, the coaching's been bad from a play calling standpoint and just from a preparation standpoint. These guys standing out there with their thumbs in their butt with no zip or anything to them. Look like they don't even want to be there. I don't know if it's the lack of
Guys haven't even got a gen done yet.
This team is just flat from top to bottom right now.
Yeah, Alexander Madison didn't have a very, very great game. BC Johnson had a
Me puta.
Herb Smith, he had a couple drops and a couple gross penalties.
Yeah. How about when Madison tried his little split move and just took one right in his dick?
Yeah, you know what? That was the most exciting
that again.
game.
Yeah, that was bad.
And
Thank you.
2 games so far. Kyle Rudolph doesn't seem to be much of
Cut out this way, I think.
point of this offense, and he's getting paid a lot of money.
Why was he the one streaking down the field on that one deep throw? I would have much rather seen that be Irvin Jr. I don't know why Rudolph was being the
So this way?
He's probably running the locker room. Wouldn't get the hell out of there.
Maybe he did. Maybe he did. But he's one of those guys, one of these leaders that they need to step up. He's been there a long time. He said he makes a lot of money. He is an all-time Viking great player at tight end. So he's got to get these guys going. Cousins got to get these guys going, Cook, because they need something. They need a big injection right in the butt to wake them up.
Yeah, and when you have the ball for 20 minutes or so, and last week it was 18, you are not going to win any games. You're not going to, when you have this many first downs, you are just setting yourself up to fail. Offense, big old fat F.
Yeah, I don't think you can give it any other grade. The line was horrible. Receivers are horrible. Cousins was horrible.
Everything was horrible. Let's talk defense, which was also very, very, very horrible.
It was, but let's start with the good. We're starting with the good. Yannick Ngakoue got some pressure today. He got the strip sack of Philip Rivers, and he was close a couple other times. So that was one good thing to see. We had absolutely zero pass rush last week, but it went against a much better O-line, and we actually were able to get home a couple times. And, Rivers doesn't move much, so that probably helped too. But at least we have a little sliver of pass rushes.
Yeah, we had pass rush. It was Jeff Gladney got his first start with Cam Dantzler out, and Gladney actually played pretty damn good. He looked like a rookie at times, but I'm very excited what Gladney brought to the table. Very good to see him. Other good. What else you got?
Well, I thought the coverage as a whole was a little bit better this week. You know, Hilton did get behind, what was it? Was it Smith in that one? Should have been a touchdown. He dropped it. But for the most part, at least our cover men were like within a yard of the both receivers. I know we had no answer for Mo Ali Cox, who currently is the next Antonio Gates at tight end. But I thought that was a little bit better. And then I did think the run defense got better once Armand Watts stepped in the second half.
What the fuck?
Better than Will Johnson was.
Yeah, Watts looked good. Something tells me like they're gonna make a lot of random guys like Mo Ali Cox this year looking very, very good and have the game of their life, which is very
Get up.
You mentioned Holton Hill. He had a better game than week 1, so I'll give him that. He was having some good tackles. He did get smoked on that Jonathan Taylor one pretty bad, but I thought he looked good. Harrison Smith was as usual, flying around, doing his thing. I actually feel bad for Smith out there. He's like trying to do everything.
That's fine.
Kendricks too. I think another guy who's trying to do everything. You see him chasing down guys that are 30 yards back, or he's sideline to sideline. He's everywhere, making plays, doing what he can. He had like 12 tackles today. He can't do everything. He's not one man.
Let's talk bad, which there's plenty to talk about on defense. And for me, one of the worst ones. I mean, Eric Wilson had a very, very gross game. Missing tackles and pass coverage. He was just getting his ass smoked. Just not great. A run defense. This is gonna be so tough to watch all year. We're gonna have 100-yard rushers on us week in and week out.
Yeah, the run defense was horrible, especially the first 3 quarters of the game. Armand Watts can get elevated and help a little bit. Otherwise, you gotta wonder if the Vikings are gonna try to look and see who's out there, who they can bring in. But maybe they don't care. We all know he's there. We all want him.
Oh my God.
Was just, and I
Get
knew
up.
this was a very good cold defensive line. Jonathan
Fucking
Taylor's a hell of a powerful runner, fast, but you can't give up in the pocket.
Well, I know Denebo, he is, for being mildly pissed off that we brought in Yannick, he's played okay. He hasn't played like somebody that I would have hoped so far through 2 games. He gave me a lot of hope last year in the last second half of the season, but he hasn't really showed up. Jalen Holmes, it's great that he can play defensive tackle and defensive end and we can move him around. Nobody's really wowing us out there.
No, other than Yannick, I mean, there was really no one on this defense that was, and I give him credit. After he had that strip sack, he was all fired up. He was, pumping his arms, veins. You can see those things coming out and just destroyed the ref and he was celebrating. So at least he was trying to get people fired up.
Yeah, we need that. We need that a lot earlier in the fourth quarter. We're getting smoked. We need some leadership. We need that Everson Griffin. We need that loudmouth like Stephon Diggs out there. We need something happening to get this team going. Even when you look at Adam Thielen, I mean, at this point, he should be one of the big leaders on this offense. And when it showed him, just like nothing.
Oh, he was slacking. You haven't dropped something. He just kind of.
It's only funny to watch. I'll tell you that.
It was tough to watch. I was crying at times.
Oh wow. So again, a complete disaster for the Minnesota Vikings, who are 0-2 for the first time.
What the fuck? This should have got him.
13. First time they've been 0-2.
I should have let him drop that one, but
It doesn't feel good. I don't like the way it feels. I don't like the way it tastes. I don't like the way it smells.
It smells like shit. It tastes like shit. And when you look at their upcoming schedule, it is going to get shittier and shittier unless these Vikings all of a sudden have something where all of a sudden they turn this team around, because they got the Seahawks, they got the Titans, they got the Falcons, Packers again. It is looking rough.
Keep talking about shit. It's a great time for the third of the game.
Third of the game. Well, there's some thirds to pick from here. I don't even know who to grab, but I got one.
Well, I think the one I got is the stinkiest one of the bunch today. Probably a big old good-sized dump, I'm guessing. It's Kirk Cousins. 11 yards passing, 113 yards, 3 interceptions. Again, one was a Hail Mary, so that doesn't really count. But this guy was off from the start.
thank you.
I forgot that Kirk Cousins showed up today. He couldn't hit anybody. He was dropping it. He took some bad sacks. It was horrible. Kirk Cousins is my turd of the game, hands down.
Yeah, and there's only so many times you can say, like, well, look at the field position he's getting. Look where they're looking at the situations and putting him in. The defense isn't helping him out. That's true, but great quarterbacks go above that.
Get up. Get the fuck up. You did now. You're gonna die.
But anybody saying
Bye
that
bye.
he's cut
Bye bye time.
this year or whatever. It's not even a possibility. You're gonna have to eat so much money in the salary cap that there's not even a chance. So he's gonna be our guy. We gotta watch it, and just become Kirk Cousins lovers, I guess. All right, my turd is pretty damn easy. I already mentioned him as not having a great game, and by not great I mean horrible. I'm going Eric Wilson. I'm going defensive side of the ball. He was getting smoked left and right.
Idiot.
Passing game, horrible tackling. He had a few good sticks, but that does not make up for those missed plays. He did have that interception, but that thing bounced right in his hands. This is a guy that is looking to get a big contract next year, prove teams that he can be a starter in the NFL, prove the Vikings that he's worth the investment. Between these first two games, I think he has just had a horrible start. So Eric Wilson is my third.
Yeah, and before we get into the start of the game, I do want to mention special teams, another area of this team that I have not been very impressed with. Britton Colquitt, I don't know, the leg just does not look as strong as it did last year. Kind of line driving punts today. The coverage, Dan Chesina, not only did he illegally touch that ball, but he caught it when it was still bouncing toward the end zone about 9 yards earlier than he needed to. So a couple boneheaded plays there. Casey Osborne, guy not having burst. I don't know. He doesn't seem very fast. I don't know. I'm not sure what I think of that guy yet.
Yeah, he, I don't know. He didn't look that much like when I'm here returning him. I was glad that he opted not to try to catch the.
You don't say.
That was, yeah, very scary. And back to Justina. You know, this guy is supposed to be the second coming of Don Beebe or Chris Wallace.
No, get up.
And yeah, that was a really weird, dumb play.
Yeah, I don't get that at all.
The ball was bouncing back, and he grabbed the ball and bouncing back, and he had already ran out of bounds, so it was pointless. And also on special teams, I did mention, I don't think it should be ripped on Zimmer or not. These guys coming over completely flat, just looking horrible, not prepared. For special teams, we call that punt or call that time on. That ice the kicker.